sentir tu voz.
The motor car generator consists of the motor and generator. The motor rotates the closely located generator and generates the electric energy. The motor rotates, consuming less than half the energy generated by the generator. In this way, the inside of the generator, independently generating the energy, uninterruptedly generates and produces the extra energy to be used. When starting the generator, its lower part performs the role of the pulse start. The pulse start, with the help of strength of the motor cylinder, collects the spring, then releases it. The spring, released with the strong speed, starts quickly to rotate the closely standing pipe with the chain wheel. The strongly rotation chain wheel also rotates the generator chain wheel, which is connected to it by chain, and it will provide the generator the ignition pulse. Second, the cylinder connected to the wheel is being connected to the turning steering wheel detail and regulates the wheel movement. The connection of the steering wheel holding contacting the bearings provides the softness of the motor car and its strength. The pressed air running gear, made in the form of the round bearing, it creates good conditions for turning the front wheels. It also performs the role of the inner pressed air spring, which makes the convenient movement up and down. And the shock absorber in the lower part of the cylinder is made for the motor car soft movement. The quadrangular rear cylinders hold the wheels straight forward. Since only one ventilator has been mounted on the four wheels, depending on the roads, it is possible to change its height from the ground. The similar atmosphere in the four cylinders holds well the motor car balance on bad roads. Third, the electric box. The internal scheme consists of only two chain wheels. The 5-step big chain wheel in the form of the pyramid and the small chain wheel being connected to its steps. The small chain wheel is located on the outside of the empty pipe. The short legs entering the screws of the empty pipe are connected to the belt inside the pipe. When the motor inside the pipe rotates the belt, the chain wheel, moving up-down, changes the speed. The command to change the speed comes. The chain wheels become disconnected from each other, and the motor located on the two sides of the box, pushing the pipe with the chain wheel, allows it moving. The electric box is controlled through the motor car speedometer. The cords coming out of the two motors that push the chain wheel in the box, and the cords coming out of the motor of the moving chain wheel inside the pipe is connected to the motor car speedometer. When changing the speed, the electronic command comes to the speedometer. The microcircuit performing the electronic commands timely distributes the current onto the box motors. Rotating the small chain wheel, it changes the speed. And when the motor car is moving backwards, owing to the driver's command only, the current strength is being changed.
Cause I love you so.
Fourth, the motorcar lowest part is adapted for driving on the water surface. The air cavity at the motorcar bottom part holds it on the water surface. The motors located inside through the pipes sucking in water and throwing it back makes the motorcar swim forward.
Oh, baby, don't go, I'm in love with.
Fifth, when talking of the motorcar, it moves at the expense of the free energy. The generators located in the rear of the motorcar generate the energy. The generated energy rotating the motor located in the front part drives the motorcar. The output of such motorcars to the market will bring no harm. Since the motorcar is electronic, instead of gasoline, there will be introduced the virtual loading of units. The motorcar speedometer will be electronic and the mobile computer will be mounted on it. The motorcar owners will be loading the units to their motorcars depending on the covered distance. The units will be reducing in number. The energy of the moving motorcar will be passing through the speedometer before it will be switched on and switched off depending on the availability or absence of the units. If this method works, it will positively influence the country's economy. It will be convenient for the people and it will be comparatively cheaper than gasoline. The positive sides. Since the meter is mounted on the speedometer, no units will be spent on the jams up in the town conditions, and in connection with the fact that each motor car is mobile, the street traffic will be controlled in the up-to-date manner. It is possible to swim over the water when no bridge is available. There will be also a small camera mounted on the motor car front part, which, when driving at night and coming across the motor cars moving in opposite direction, that will promote to the reduction of the car accidents on the roads at night.